Imagine this. You're lying in bed, slowly waking up, but something's wrong. You try to move, but your body won't respond. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. And then, you see it, a dark figure at the foot of your bed, creeping closer and closer. This isn't a nightmare. You're wide awake, and this is sleep paralysis. But what is it? Why does it happen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that will send chills down your spine. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, completely frozen, unable to move, and felt like something sinister was lurking in the shadows? Or maybe you've had terrifying nightmares that feel so real you wake up in a cold sweat? If you have, you're not alone. Today, we're talking about sleep paralysis and night terrors, two eerie experiences that have left countless people questioning their reality. Let's start with sleep paralysis. This phenomenon occurs when your mind wakes up before your body does. During REM sleep, when most of our vivid dreams occur, our muscles are temporarily paralyzed to prevent us from acting out our dreams. Normally, we wake up after the REM stage, and our body reconnects with our brain. But sometimes, your mind wakes up while your body is still in REM paralysis, leaving you awake but unable to move. That's when the real horror begins. Many people report seeing shadowy figures, feeling a crushing weight on their chest, or sensing an evil presence in the room. These hallucinations are often terrifying, but they're just that, hallucinations. Your brain is still partially in dream mode, projecting these fears into your waking reality. Now, night terrors are a whole different beast. Unlike sleep paralysis, night terrors happen during non-REM sleep, usually in the first few hours of the night. They're most common in children but can occur in adults too. During a night terror, you might scream, thrash around, or even jump out of bed in a panic. But unlike nightmares, you often don't remember what scared you so much. Night terrors are a result of your brain being caught between deep sleep and wakefulness, triggering a fight or flight response. You're not alone in experiencing these things. For centuries, people have tried to make sense of this sleep paralysis. In many cultures, sleep paralysis has been associated with dark, supernatural forces. The night hag in European folklore, she's a sinister witch-like creature who sits on your chest while you sleep, making it impossible to move or breathe. This legend was so widespread that the term hag-ridden was once used to describe someone suffering from nightmares or sleep paralysis. But the old hag isn't the only terrifying entity blamed for sleep paralysis. In Japan, it's called kanashibari, a term that originally referred to a method of binding someone with magic. Here, sleep paralysis is often attributed to vengeful spirits who immobilize their victims, sometimes even suffocating them. In parts of Africa, the phenomenon is often linked to witchcraft or malevolent spirits known as jinn, who are believed to paralyze their victims to feed on their fear. Then there's the shadow people, figures seen during sleep paralysis episodes all around the world. These shadowy beings, often described as dark silhouettes or figures with glowing eyes, have appeared in folklore from the Middle East to the Americas. Some believe these entities are malevolent spirits or even interdimensional beings, watching us when we're most vulnerable. Now, let's talk about night terrors. While these episodes are often dismissed as just a childhood phase in the modern world, ancient cultures had much darker interpretations. In Scandinavia, there's the legend of the mare, a spirit that rides on the chest of sleepers, causing nightmares and night terrors. The word nightmare itself actually comes from this folklore. The mare was thought to be the soul of a person, sometimes living, sometimes dead, who would leave their body at night to torment the sleeping. These stories may sound like something out of a horror movie, but they're deeply ingrained in the cultures that created them. They reflect the human need to explain the unexplainable, to give form to our fears, and to find a way to protect ourselves, even if that protection comes in the form of rituals, charms, or simply telling these stories to ward off evil. So, whether you see these experiences as purely scientific phenomena or believe there's something more to them, it's clear that sleep paralysis and night terrors have haunted people for centuries. The folklore surrounding them reminds us of the power of the human imagination, and how our deepest fears often manifest in the darkest hours of the night. Have you heard of any other folklore or legends about sleep paralysis or night terrors? Or maybe there's a story passed down in your family? Share it in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.